Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Nicely intercepted. Out to the left it goes. Gets his head on it! Tries to get it clear. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And it's made a decent chance! Goal! Victoria! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Victoria have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the
Tries a shot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That'll be a corner. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Adams with the clearance. Victoria are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Spread out to the left. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Victoria can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Forlan. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? Vitinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Right card. Nice interception, well timed. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He has found the way through. Kvaratskhelia. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Victoria leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Victoria definitely want to carry on in a
Big chance! And the counter is on. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Forlan. It's good running with the ball. He's got away. Bullish header! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up he goes! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Goes for a shot!
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking off. He's one-on-one! Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Forlan. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rummenigge had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mohamed Salah! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Corner number 2 then. Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Vitinha. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Quality ball. Rummenigge. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Van Bauten. Pulisic. And he was alert to it.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. Victoria can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence.
Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's a cute ball. Somewhat off target. Berbatov is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Spollan! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Is number 22, Vitinha.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Mohamed Salah. Fired deep toward. He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wants.
A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Victoria are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Ronaldinho, and he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Bien. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rummenigge just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Victoria can, of course, make a change whenever they choose.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Forlan, look at the space here. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Azar. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Vitinha. Rummenigge. Great defending, strong and determined. But well dealt with.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played out towards the right wing, and he cuts out the supply. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he's picked out the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Victoria still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Nicely spread. Olise in acres of space out wide. Forlan. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Forlan, Rummenigge, and he charged for a shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ronaldinho's delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Decent chance! Ronaldinho plays it short. That has been knocked clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Berbatov. Berbatov gets flagged offside. It's been shipped out wide. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Mohamed Salah, and he's had it nicked away. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The most accurate pass. Rummenigge is onto this. He's in a great position here. Rummenigge. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto.
Great chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Victoria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking tidy in possession here. Mohamed Salah, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Can he get on the end of this? Mohamed Salah. Nice interception, well timed.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, this could be a chance. Hernus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zanetti deals with that comfortably. Hernus quietly revving up. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. The and the shots! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Salah. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And this is Vieri. And that's another good win of the ball. Forlan. Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. And he welcomes it in. Just the goalkeeper's a bit decent chance! He has done it! Victoria back on level terms! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shifted it to the flank. Forlan crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. Deco threads one in. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Deep into stoppage time. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Forlan, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it, can he get away? Zakaria. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That looks a decent ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Victoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, important interception. Rijkaard. It's a quick ball out wide. And that interception was most necessary. Mohamed Salah, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kaka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's a sharp little ball here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Aims beyond the defence. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the ball's come loose here. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Victoria can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see. The thriller-minute Neymar goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Adams getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge, nicely shaped ball. And that's a good ball. Shoots! Big moment! Massive ball!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Knocks it out wide. He's found a way through. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a throw. Scholes. Borussia Dortmund upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Quality ball. This for Messi. Now it's Pele. Searching pass is played there. Forlan. Messi. And it's Salah. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And a chance! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Rummenigge! Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Pele. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.